Hello, welcome back to my channel, Vibes with Intuitively D, and here's our weekly astro weather from March 2nd to March 8th, 2026. Pull out your natal chart, find out where Pisces is, find out where Aries is, and find out where Virgo is, because that is where things will be popping off this week. Hopefully this video is no more than 15 minutes. I'm just going to go through at least the aspects that I think have significance to our personal life and maybe even out in our world. But let's start with Monday, March 2nd. Mars, the planet of war and aggression and desire and how we get things done, moves into the sign of Pisces. Super intuitive, go with the flow, deep emotional connections. And so this is going to be a time where we need to really lean into our intuition and make moves in that regard. Remember, it's going to meet up with Mercury because Mercury is in Pisces going retrograde. Give me 1 second. Moves into the planet. This is going to be a time where we need to just really lean into our intuition and uh, not be so logical and actually kind of be patient with finding answers and solutions as we move navigate this week and moving forward. Remember, Saturn and Neptune are now in Aries, and Mars is the ruler of those, so it can have you wanting to be very like reactionary. And I think in Pisces it's going to have us kind of pause before we make decisions, which I think is something we absolutely need right now. So just be mindful that Monday can be kind of like a shock to the system because we're going in from Mars in Aquarius, which was in a harsh aspect to Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, fisticuffs energy, into more of a little subtle energy, as subtle as Mars can be as it moves into a new sign. The moon also moves into Virgo, and we know that that moon is going to be a full moon lunar eclipse on March 3rd. So I'll move to March 3rd. We have this full moon. It's a blood moon. It is the last in this eclipse season. It's last in this Virgo Pisces axis nodal eclipse 18-month cycle we've been in. We're done, guys. It's at 13 degrees. I think I read the excuse me, Sabian symbol, but I'll read it again because I think I read it last night actually, and my jaw just kind of dropped because if you're watching global things right now, when I say when I read the gist of this, you're going to be like, oh my God, astrology is for real, for real. Virgo 13, a strong hand supplanting political hysteria. The key word, power. Theme, taking the reins. This symbol speaks to power and leadership as it is demonstrated by those rare individuals who command the respect of their fellows by bringing about stability and order when chaos and confusion are winning the upper hand. Positive, at its highest, the symbol represents exceptional administrative skill, keen judgment, and outstanding leadership. And remember, this is an eclipse. So while you're saying like, oh, I don't know if this power is taking the reins, this is eclipsing things. So this can definitely mean eclipsing people who caused political hysteria, who have overshot their power, right? So let's be like, okay, let's think about it in that way. The accent is on leadership and decisiveness. So what needs to maybe be eclipsed, be brought to the light, be pushed back into the darkness during this eclipse. You may have to take the bull by the horns to rescue a situation that is getting out of hand. All right, so guard against hitting the panic button or faltering in the face of crisis. Don't vacillate or appear weak. You may lose the confidence of those who depend on you. It's a weird moon, right? Full moon. That's a weird thing to be, that Sabian symbol to coincide with what happened over this weekend globally. So just be really mindful that you can want to usurp your power. And if you're usurping your power, if you're uh, doing that in your life right now, please do it in a way that is like supportive and helpful and not chaotic and doing it out of fear. Okay. On the same day, of course the Virgo full moon is going to be conjunct the south node, so really giving us this opportunity to release and let go tons of garbage, especially garbage in the sense of like bad habits, our daily schedule that hasn't been doing us any benefit, getting rid of like bad health habits. So the way that we eat, we haven't been working out, really getting rid of that over planning our daily schedule, overthinking, overworking, our perfectionism, and because it's a sixth house thing. So it's really highlighting those things where we have been overdoing and we need to come back into some balance that is really beneficial to us. And if it's going to oppose the North Node, so it's like, okay, well, how do we move forward? Okay, maybe I need to like just change one thing. I can't change 1 million things right now. I change one thing this week, another thing in 2 weeks as we move forward. So on and so forth. We also have the moon will sextile Cancer. So just really thinking about home and our safety and what that means for us as well. We move to Wednesday, March the 4th, and Venus, still in its last degrees of Pisces, is making a harmonious aspect to Uranus and Taurus. So really thinking about what banking is doing, what your finances look like. Is it secure, stable? What do our resources look like? Even our friends and our romantic relationships, are they secure and stable? Are they authentically aligned with emotional stability, security, honesty? And if not, then we need to make some changes. On March 5th, Thursday, we have the moon moves into Libra as a fellow Libra moon. Okay. But it's going to immediately, well, not immediately, but on that day, it'll square Jupiter. So it's about like maybe the legal system and home, legal system and land, justice in the legal system, justice in land, right? Thinking of those things. How can we collaborate to bring justice to our land or justice to our home? And on a personal note, look at where you have Libra and Cancer. These two things have done this they've done it several times as Jupiter has transited Cancer. So you might be like trying to figure out how to navigate that as well. The Pisces sun, this is an actually lovely aspect on the same day. It's making a trine to Jupiter. So really like leaning into a more emotionally safe and secure home, a more intuitive, flowing, healing space. That can be something that you think about this week as well. We move to Friday, which I'm really excited about. On Friday, Venus moves into Aries, and we've seen the Sabian symbol before because we're going to look at a one. So I'm really not going to read it, but I'll tell you the theme of it because it's the same Sabian symbol when we had Saturn move into Aries, Neptune move into Aries, and when we had the Saturn Neptune conjunction as well at that 0 degree. So Venus, you know, does not do really well in Aries. She's feisty, she's sassy, she's aggressive, she's passionate. Those are great things. Don't get me wrong. Love that. When I think of Venus and Aries, especially the people that have natal placements with Venus and Aries, I think we're here for a good time and not a long time. I'm going to chase you because I love the thrill of the chase. But once I get you, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I don't know if I like it anymore. But this is a good time to go after like leadership roles, to be a little more aggressive with like making more money, or you're looking a little bit different or better. All of that stuff that makes us feel good, going after that person that you might have been crushing on. This is Venus and Aries. I'm excited because I have big fire placements, and this is going to make lovely aspects to those fire placements. And remember that it's going to hit Saturn and Neptune as well. So Venus and Aries, Friday the 6th at 1 degree, and that 1 degree is the a woman rises out of the water, a seal rises to embrace her. So realization. So once again, as everything leaves Pisces and moves into Aries, new beginnings in love, new beginnings in structure, new beginnings in vision. We're going to constantly see this new beginning, this like, oh, this spark, this ignition. And I really think we need this so bad. We need it so bad. Same day, Moon opposes Chiron. We've seen that a ton of times, healing things, making amends with the past and stuff like that. And then we move to the weekend, and I'll do this together. March 7th and 8th, Saturday and Sunday, Venus conjunct Saturn, Venus conjunct Neptune. Happens all at the same time. What are our dreams about love, our vision for love, our vision for financial security, and how do we commit to those things? So when this happens, it's like a triple conjunction, although it'll be like at different times. But Venus conjunct Saturn, Neptune, and I'm gonna read you a little blurb for when that happens. The Archetypal Universe by Ren Butler, love it. So we have, let me make sure. Hello. Okay. The principles for Venus, Saturn, Neptune, meaningful quality, friendships and relationships, enduring spiritual values in one's social world, a capacity to accept the merely human or flawed side of people, the dissolving of old romantic fears and barriers, feeling of anguish and alienation from the fun loving side of life, relationship loss and disappointment, romantic deception and self deception, painful conflicts around selling out in relationship or art. I think this is really talking about keeping our integrity and our discipline into commitment of what we value in our romantic life, and we value our platonic relationships and our vision for that as well. It can kind of, you can kind of, with Aries energy, you can kind of be, you can be impulsive. And if it doesn't work out immediate, you're like, forget it, I'm done with it. And what this is saying is like, if that partnership, if that vision is meaningful for you, then, meaningful for you, then can we commit? Can we be disciplined? Can we have integrity as we move through those things? It's about really not being so toddler like, but still having that enthusiasm of going after it as well. I would love to see how this is going to play out, how you think this is going to play out for you. Definitely look at your rising sign and then see where Pisces, where Virgo, where Aries is at. And this is where you'll be having all of this chatter. Let's just pull one card for the week. I suggest steam rooms, hot yoga, hot bath, grounding into nature, working things out, screaming into the ethers, really like I'm just making sure all the cards are the same way, are turned over. Making sure that you making sure that you get the energy out, because I feel like it is going to be a really restless kind of energy. So it's like, okay, do we need to run, take a brisk walk? Do we need to do hot yoga? Do we need to sit and detox in a steam room? What do we need to do? Do we need to talk to a therapist? Do we need to blabber? What do we need to scream into the ethers? Definitely good ways to deal with that. Baths would be a good one. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like because we're ending water energy, or we're still in it, but like things are starting to move into fire energy, and we can feel like, oh my God, we've made it to March already. I'll show you. We've made it to March already, and we still haven't seen our wishes come true. Like, what the heck is going on? Baby, we're in Pisces season. It's the last sign of the zodiac. We are actually at the end. This is the time where we pause. This is liminal space. So we might not see our dreams come into fruition until Aries season and beyond. The nodes are shifting. So much energy is shifting into Aries that we kind of have to be patient. This doesn't mean we're never going to see our wishes. It just means that we need to be a little more patient. They're probably delayed. Remember, we're in Mercury and Pisces retrograde. So things are not showing up in the way that we think they should be showing up, or as quick as they should be showing up. All right, all right. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful week. If you like to work with me, the links will be in the bio. I have virtual things, I have in-person things if you're in Los Angeles. I would love to see you at one of them or all of them. Please like this, share this, comment, and I'll see you next time.